Thank you very much for joining us here at the Access Framingham studios. My name is Brendan Fitzpatrick, and I'm pleased to be joined today by the president of Massachusetts Bay Community College, Dr. David Podell. David, thanks for coming in today. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. We wanted to talk to you today as the deadline to register for the fall 2026 semester classes at MassBay Community College. The deadline to register is Wednesday, August the 26th, and the first classes will begin on September the 8th. Now, I wanted to take a step back, Dr. Podell, and leading up to this point, leading up to the deadline next week as we sit here, about a week and a half away from the deadline, I want to know, just by and large, even if you don't have the numbers in front of you right now, generally speaking, what does registration at MassBay for this upcoming semester look like?
All right. Well, first let me just correct you that the deadline is August 28th.
August 28th.
Not
Well,
the
there you go.
26th.
My apologies.
There's two
There you
more
go.
days to apply.
Well, there you go. That's
And
even better.
People should take advantage of it if they're so inclined.
Thank you for correction
Right.
there. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you.
The enrollment so far is looking incredibly positive. I kind of expected it to level off because community college being free is not new. It's been here for a couple of years, and I thought maybe it's time for a plateau. No, not at MassBay anyway. We're up significantly. I think when the dust settles, when the semester begins, we'll be up somewhere around 15%, maybe a little more, maybe a little bit less, which is consonant with the past couple of years when it's been 13 to 15%. So it's 3 years of consistent growth, which has been fantastic, which means more people are taking advantage of this free opportunity. It's free for most. And getting a higher education, either leading to a certificate or an associate's degree, or getting ready to transfer to a bachelor's degree. Either way, they're welcome at MassBay.
Now, you say that growth has happened over the last 3 years. Would you attribute that specifically and primarily to the two state programs that have been unveiled in those last 3 years? And we were talking off camera about this, of course, the Mass Reconnect program and the Mass Educate program.
Absolutely. They were game changers. Over the years, community college enrollment has been coming down slowly because 18-year-olds were fewer and fewer coming out of high school. So there was a gradual decrease. Then COVID came, and enrollment in all higher education institutions fell dramatically. When community college became free in Massachusetts, suddenly there was this upturn for the community colleges. And it's been pretty consistent over all the 15 community colleges over all the past 3 years. So we're up back to where we were at our peak, which was the Great Recession, 2010. For MassBay, it was about 5,600 students. So we're going to be back up there this fall. It's taken this amount of time to get back to where we were. But it's absolutely attributable to Mass Reconnect and Mass Educate, which were, Mass Reconnect, you'll remember, was a signature program of Governor Healy when she came in, and Mass Educate followed soon thereafter. Mass Reconnect was just if you're 25 and older, it was free. Mass Educate was for everybody, it's free. There are certain limitations. You have to take at least 2 courses. You have to be in an approved program. Most of our programs are approved. You have to have lived in Massachusetts for the last year. You have to complete a FAFSA, financial aid application, and you have to have graduated from a Massachusetts high school or have a GED.
Right. And obviously, those are massive programs that have been unveiled over the last couple of years. What does it mean for you to be the president of an institution that is an option for people looking for higher education?
For me personally,
Sure.
It's fantastic. I always say I'm the luckiest guy in the world because I get to work with incredible colleagues on the faculty and the staff to serve students who really need us. At a lot of colleges, selective colleges, private colleges, the students could go to that college or they could go someplace else. MassBay students are coming to us because they need this opportunity. They're trying to get ahead in their lives for themselves, for their families. It makes a generational change. It's profound. So this kind of work is just an incredible gift. I am the luckiest guy.
Now, looking ahead to the fall semester, are there any new initiatives or curriculum offerings that MassBay has?
Well, we're very solid in a number of fields. Cybersecurity is one of our signature programs, criminal justice. In health science, where we have so many programs, we're bringing in some new programs. I don't want to preview them too soon because they're not quite ready, but
Sure.
People should watch this space and they'll see some new programs emerging in the next couple of years in health science specifically. And all that is in our new building in Framingham that we opened in 2024. If you haven't been there, I invite people to come and check it out on the corner of Mount Waite and Franklin Street. It's incredible, state-of-the-art equipment in health science, a simulation lab, certified simulation lab with hauntingly real mannequins.
Yes. Not dummies. I was taught not. We toured it a couple of years ago when it first opened. It really is a heck of a space there.
Yeah, simulators they're called.
Simulators,
but
that's right.
They're some of them are AI programmed. Some of them are just too lifelike for comfort.
Right.
But it's a great place to learn if you're going to be a nurse or a paramedic. Better to learn to make mistakes on an inanimate object than later. But also in those spaces, the faculty can create situations that you might not encounter in your clinical experience before you become a nurse or a paramedic. A complicated birth, or something like that. We have Victoria, our mannequin who gives birth 3 times a day. It's quite a miracle. But she can be programmed essentially by the faculty so that students can have firsthand experience for later when they're in the field and they've experienced something at least close to the human experience. But that's a building that we were able to open thanks to the generosity of a lot of donors, as well as support from the then governor, Baker, and of course, Senate President Karen Spilka, who really advocated strongly for the funding for that building. So we were able to pull it off.
Right. Now, Dr. Podell, looking ahead to the application deadline for the fall semester, you mentioned a couple of things, especially with Mass Educate. You have to complete a FAFSA, you have to have an equivalent of a high school degree, things like that. For people who are thinking about applying leading up to the deadline, what are some other key pieces of information that they need to know, things that they have to have ready before submitting their application to MassBay?
Yeah. One of the other considerations is it's not free if you already have a bachelor's degree or 2 associate's degrees, just in detail. But the first thing to do is complete the FAFSA, because that takes some time to be processed. So if people are thinking about it, and even if you're not sure, complete the FAFSA. Get that done, because time's a wasting. August 28th is not that far away, I think 11 days. So if you have it in your mind to do that, complete the FAFSA, go online. You can get help, contact our financial aid office. They can hook you up with some help because it's a complicated form. And then fill out your application for MassBay. And then come in and see us, either in Framingham or in Wellesley, and talk to the advisors who can help you with the process and think about which program is best for you.
Right. Now, looking ahead into the fall semester and beyond, you driving the ship here as the president of MassBay, are there any sort of goals, plans, initiatives, targets that you and your team are setting going into this upcoming academic year?
I'm glad you asked, because we do have a very big project. It's not in Framingham, but in Wellesley. Having built this building in Framingham that we're so proud of, the health science building, we need a new building for our cybersecurity program. It's outgrown the space that we have. And our program is approved by the U.S. government. It's by the National Security Agency. It's considered a center for excellence in cyber defense. It's really excellent. But we need a greater building. And also, we need space for our athletic programs, which have almost no space. So we're working very hard to create a new building in Wellesley that will house both of those programs. I know it's a strange marriage, cybersecurity and health and wellness, but we're putting the two together in a building that we hope will go up in the next couple of years.
Well, there you go. That's something to look forward to.
It's going to be exciting.
Yeah, and kind of shifting gears a little bit off of the the admissions for the academic side. As the calendar turns into September, MassBay is going to be hosting a prostate cancer awareness event on September the 19th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Could you give some information about that, how MassBay got involved with this sort of mission, and how important this cause is for the MassBay team?
Glad you asked about that too, because we're really proud of that. This is our 3rd annual prostate awareness event. And it came about because a member of our team experienced prostate cancer and said we should be doing more to get the word out so that people get tested. So we're working with the Greater Framingham Community Church and other local organizations. The Metro West Health Center is helping us out as well. And people can come on the 19th of September and get tested, blood tests. They can hear presentations by people who have experienced prostate cancer, and they can talk to doctors. It's being offered in 3 languages, English, Spanish, and Portuguese. Very important, because we really want to reach the community and the people who may not be thinking about it, but should be thinking about it. You may know that prostate cancer is the second most deadly form of cancer. It affects black men disproportionately. So there are reasons to be concerned and things we can do. And MassBay is really proud to be taking the lead in this and offering this to our community. You know, being a community college, one of the meanings of that is that we are for the community. We serve the community. And this is one new way that we can do it. And of course, we're doing it in our beautiful health science building in Framingham.
Right, and if you're in the community there on September the 19th, make sure you're going out for that. And if you're looking to apply to MassBay Community College, make sure you do so by August the 28th, not the 26th, the 28th. In the meantime, though, Dr. Podell, we appreciate you coming in today. Thank you very much.
Thank you for inviting me. It's a pleasure.